The World Bank defines the poor countries as those where the per capita income falls below $600 annually. In 54 countries, which are mostly in Africa, including 15 countries where the average per capita income is less than $100 annually. As for the United Nations Development Programme, more standards as human well-being and great quality of life. They say that poverty is a result of poor distribution of wealth, poor organization, as well as dependence on others. Inaction in work, social lack of solidarity among members of society, wars, and colonialism. These reasons are shameful to mention because upon asking, a kindergarten child will answer them easily. So how to treat the wound without touching it? That's why poverty increases every day. The estimation of oil price with US dollar has made it the world dominant currency, which gave United States Central Bank the ability to print unlimited amounts of money without any standards. And for sure, America is buying oil for free. Moreover, knowing that all countries are in urgent need of oil, they are spending billions of dollars annually for oil. So their demand for dollars gave US Central Bank a bigger initiative to print unlimited amounts of dollars. Now let's make a brief investigation. Annual imports of the United States are $206.3 billion. So, if we distribute them to all countries such that $206.3 billion over 7.7 billion people, which equals to $26.79 per person annually. And therefore, the per capita share of the dollars of any person exterior to US is shameful. Anyone living outside US is in need to heating, electricity and fuel for car. As average, for heating, we need 90 liters per person times the price of 1 liter of diesel, which equals to $0.96. For car, 192 liters per car times the price of liter of fuel equal to $1.06. Then we will need to $203.52 annually for each car. For electricity, each 4 people need 2,200 kilowatts monthly. So 2,200 kilowatts times 146.64 for each kilowatt all over 4. So each person needs $80,652 for having electricity. This is still without a lot of important needs, whereas a person's income is only $26.79 only dollars. A huge joke, isn't it? Creation of problems and strife in the third world countries in order to prevent stability, development in all sectors as industry and farming, etc. Can't withstand the absence of security, stability and the existence of terrorism. Among the most prominent things that Western policies, especially the Americans, have created an entity called Israel on Palestinian lands. This entity has displaced an entire people and continue killing them and spreading chaos in the Middle East since 70 years. They created ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and many terrorist organizations that work on sectarian fanaticism, especially to ignite a discord between Sunnis and Shiites in the Middle East and the world. Establishing a major psychological war between Iran and the Arab Gulf states so that the United States of America would have the opportunity to have military bases in the oil-rich regions, as it did in Iraq, Afghanistan, and many countries. One big scandal is that which Hillary Clinton said in her book Hard Choices during her management of US State Department between 2009 and 2013. In addition, the United States of America uses its lethal weapon as a sharp combination of states that control everything, large and small, leading to the establishment of sanctions against countries that violates the policy of the United States of America. So, who is guilty? What is the fault of the companies operating on these accused lands? Many countries, especially in African countries, they are suffering a Western invasion in plundering natural wealth and human resources, such that you can search how these countries are distributing mines between them as a piece of cake, without any respect for the citizens of the stolen country.
Et qui gardent les Chinois là-bas au dépôt.
Ils sont ensemble?
Oui, ils sont ensemble. C'est les Chinois qui fait la loi parce qu'il a trouvé notre pays qui est foutu.
Ubebe tena na makuta unakata porque hautasema ukiseme wanakupika.
The absence of international laws that protect emerging and small companies from infection by large or multinational companies. The most prominent example is when a large company buys a small startup company and acquires its customers to prevent any form of competition. It's not a problem of poverty, rather, it's a process of cutting and harming people. But in fact, everyone knows the peace of the American and European people. But the problem is who controls these countries. So we will find that the Zionist lobby is the engine and the biggest beneficiary of that, and it is the one who sees all people as slaves for them. So, will the situation remain disastrous in the world, or these future generations will follow an end to this meager tide?